As the first story-driven DLC from Mass Effect 3, Leviathan has its work cut out for it, and not only because the revered series' narrative conclusion has been so flatly received. Occurring before Shepard's final battle on Earth against the Reapers, Leviathan asks that you forget what you very likely already experienced in order to delve just a bit deeper into the series' backstory. It sure has some weighty revelations to impart, but is this Leviathan a prize catch, or merely a bottom feeder? As with many of Mass Effect's pivotal moments, this DLC begins with a message from Admiral Hackett. You're to visit the Citadel at your earliest convenience and pay a call to a Dr. Bryson, an Alliance scientist who's engaged in some odd research. As it turns out, this Bryson is hot on the trail of something called Leviathan. Whatever it is, it's soon evident that larger forces do not want this thing to be found, which is bad news for the Alliance. Evidently, Leviathan, whatever it is, once took out a Reaper single-handedly. We can't blame Hackett for coveting a war asset with so assuredly high a number rating. You'll hop about the galaxy battling Reapers, exploring remote facilities, and engaging in the sorts of ethically charged interactions that the Mass Effect series hangs its hat on. There's also a good deal of sleuthing about Byron's laboratory, scouring the place for objects to interact with. Barring the final mission in the DLC, whose set is genuinely novel and sweeping in scope, it's all pretty workmanlike as far as the gameplay goes. Expect many protracted firefights and some fairly challenging configurations of Reaper forces, without much in the way of imaginative flair. Also, keep your eyes peeled for the numerous upgrades littering the DLC areas. It seems the inhabitants of these sectors are way into machine guns. Set before the events of the finale, Leviathan occupies an odd place in the story, but if you're invested in the Mass Effect lore, you'll dig the payoff at the end nonetheless. The road, however, littered with routine interactions and no-frills firefights, will feel too familiar to be terribly exciting. Mass Effect lorehounds will eat Leviathan up. Those hoping for a more interesting take on the Mass Effect formula, though, will be left wanting.
I don't know! A gun was in my hand.